everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined in our TGIF edition. Now, you may have noticed I haven't been around much this week, but I am back from vacation and ready to rock and roll, and there's a lot going on this weekend. And, of course, another summer of Seafair is officially underway with the big weekend of hydro races just 3 weeks away. Look at those guys go, man. They are loud and fast. But another big event is guaranteed to be entertaining as well. It's happening tomorrow at Seattle's Green Lake. It's the Lucerne Seafair Milk Carton Derby presented by Safeway and Albertsons. And we're super excited to be a media partner in this colorful event that's been around, get this, since 1972. With Como News and Como Radio folks joining in on all the action. Now, meantime, Refined's John Prentice met one group of guys taking their watercraft to a whole new level.
There is a ton going on during Seafair, but one of my favorite events is the Lucerne Milk Carton Derby, put on by Safeway Albertsons. Basically, a bunch of people build boats with milk cartons and race across Green Lake. I found one group of guys that's taken this to a whole new level.
So this doesn't look anything like a milk carton. What is this?
This is a milk carton boat. We have a bunch of pieces that are going to fit together and ultimately float on milk cartons.
I understand that you've done this before and you've had some other pretty crazy creations. What else have you built?
First year we did an enormous Blue Angel. That was the year the Blue Angels couldn't come to Seafair. The year after that we did a 20-foot long hungry hippo with realistic action.
What?
You could pull down a lever and the neck would shoot out and grab a milk cart and come back. This year, we're gonna try probably for our most complex boat yet. And all these pieces are gonna work together to look like a giant hand that's gonna walk across the water. It's got a lot of moving pieces. We're anxious to see tonight if it's gonna work at all.
For the past 3 weeks, this team has spent their nights and weekends building the components. I was there to watch them put the whole thing together for the first time. So far, I've seen a lot of PVC, plywood, and steel pipe. But what about all those milk cartons?
Where on earth do you find all of these?
So the lovely folks at Seafair sponsor this event. I think they supply about 250 or 300 milk cartons per entry. They're factory sealed. They've never had milk in them. They're fresh, they're clean, and you just glue them to the bottom of the boat.
Do you drink a lot of milk? You got like really good bones, lots of vitamin D?
Sometimes.
What kind of degrees do you guys have?
Mechanical and aerospace.
Mechanical engineering.
Chemistry!
Now, I'm no scientist, but this thing looked pretty heavy to me. So I asked the guys, will it sink?
No.
Now that we've done our equations correctly.
You get a little bit over 4 pounds of buoyancy per milk carton.
We'll have about 500 milk cartons underneath, which will give us about 2,000 pounds of buoyancy.
When you tackle a project of this magnitude, you're sure to attract some attention.
What are you doing?
We're making a big, giant mechanical hand.
What does it do?
Big, giant mechanical hand things!
After a relatively short amount of time, the boat was assembled.
So this is kind of like a giant sea claw of doom, right?
Yeah, that's actually the best description of it that we've heard so far.
Can I try it? Can I turn the wheel?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right.
So what's your confidence level right now? Let's just try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just glorious.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
Oh, I love that thing. Now, for more information on the Milk Carton Derby or other Seafair events, just head to our website, seattlerefined.com. And speaking of refined.com, you know managing editor Britt Thorson always has her finger on the pulse of what's going on. She joins us now to dish about what's happening this weekend. And John Prentice, who just did that story, he told me they're going to use like gallon jugs for like fingernails and the claw to get the water going, but more milk stuff.
I can't wait until tomorrow to see that thing in action actually going across the water.
Oh, it is going to be really sweet.
I hope they take home first place. And we actually need your guys' help in helping us with our own awards going on right now. We need your help in crowning Seattle's best of the best in our first ever So Northwest Awards all week long, where we've been announcing the nominees in different categories. And today the nominees for the best place to find a summer fling are, you ready for it? Drum roll, Mariners Beer Garden, Golden Gardens, and Gay Pride Fest.
Really?
Cast your votes by going to seattlerefined.com/awards.
Now, I have to admit, you know, when you watch the Mariners game and you see that beer garden, there are attractive people there.
I mean, it's pretty fun, right? I mean, you might be going to the game not for the game, for the singles.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What else are the other categories?
So
Four more, right?
Just to recap all the other categories we want you to vote on, we have the best restaurant outdoor patio space, you know, a good place to find happy hour around town. Here are our final 3 that you guys all voted in. Then, of course, going hand in hand with that is the best summer cocktail. What are you drinking this summer, folks? What's your
Mojito.
favorite place? The best summer escape. Where is a good day escape? On a weekend or a Friday off, where do you go to just kind of hang out still in the Pacific Northwest? And when you're there, what's your favorite cool treat on a hot day? Are you an ice cream person? Are you a popsicle person? What is your way to relax and have a good little treat? We want to know all of those things. You guys told us those final three. Those are your votes all tallied up. But final three is good, but there could really only be one winner. So go ahead and vote, SeattleRefined.com/awards. Who's going to win?
Yeah, and we did a story on Sweet Lowe's ice cream, and they brought in a bunch of ice cream. I have to admit, it was pretty good.
We're a little biased because we've covered Sweet Lowe's before, and their ice cream is
but we don't get the
phenomenal.
vote, right?
No, we don't get to vote.
We don't get the vote, but yeah, it was pretty good stuff. All right, so what's going on with this Theory Festival? We have been talking about it for weeks.
Yeah, so this is, if you're going to go to any event this summer, it should probably be the Pacific Science Center's Theory Festival. You've heard about it before. They changed the name. It was the Festival Under the Arches. This is still the same idea of a fun outdoor space under those gorgeous Pacific Northwest Science Center arches. And it's going to be 21 plus, so adults only. Tickets are on sale now. All outdoor, all dancing, all, mixing drinks, laser light show karaoke. I mean, how fun is it going to be? It's a whole event. It's a whole shindig. Parents, you deserve a night out. Friends, I hope you're watching because I'm going to drag you along with us.
It's like a big club.
It is. It's like a big club. The laser karaoke is the part that I am honestly the most excited about. Tickets are on sale now. Check out Pacific Science Center's website or our website too. And if you're there, come say hi because we'll be there for sure.
All right, let's switch it up a little bit. No matter who I talk to, and I think you probably feel the same way about yourself, and just people who I speak with. Yeah. Everybody thinks they can write. And everybody wants to write a movie, or they want to write a drama, or a book, or a poem, and this new website, Prose, is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's basically this website where aspiring writers can submit poems or essays or anything like that. And a couple weeks ago, we actually partnered with them to put a call out to you, the general public, to submit essays, poems, and tributes in honor of music legend Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, who died in May. We partnered with Prose, an online collection of poetry and the written word, for this contest and received more than 80 submissions. Prose could only pick one, though, and that was James Matthew Byers' poem he called Black Sun, Black Days. Here's a snippet of James reading his poem to us.
Born of grunge and metal's mirth, beneath the pouring rain, swarms Seattle, legend's birth, incorporating pain, troubled childhood, feeling down within depression's clutch. Chris Cornell, against a frown, ensnared a hopeful touch.
If you want to hear more, you can read and watch the entire poem. It's posted on our website, SeattleRefined.com.
Yeah, and with Prose, you can put your work on there, and then people can read it, and then they judge it. So be prepared to get ripped apart or praised. You just never know.
And if you're not a writer, you're more of a reader, our July Refined Reads Book Club pick is Calling Your Name. It's called The Widow Nash. And we love this book, and not just because part of it takes place in old-time Seattle. It's the story of a globe-trotting woman at the beginning of the 20th century who escapes her family and an unsavory ex-fiancé by faking her own death. She reinvents herself as a widow in rural Montana. The author, Jamie Harrison, says being a widow in 1904 was an act of liberation.
Realistically, at that time, to be able to live independently, to not have a lot of people asking questions about you. I mean, people were going to ask anyway. She gets off a train, she zigzags around, she needs to lose anybody who could trail her, and she has to reinvent herself. And being a widow gives her some freedom.
This book is so juicy. We hope you're reading along with us, and if you are, you should be about through chapter 11 by now. And if you haven't joined our University Bookstore Refined Reads group yet, log on to our website and sign right up. Our next discussion is scheduled for July 27th at University Bookstore in the U District.
Ah, looks good. You know one of my favorite events? You can talk about Seafair and all this, and you like it too. We got the Bachelor casting call coming up. It is a trip.
It is a trip. It is so much fun, you guys. I mean, whether or not you actually want to try out and be on The Bachelor is one thing. I think it's great. Do it. If you have a friend who you want to have do it, come down to Pacific Place on July 20th and just sign up. Why not? Give it a shot.
Yeah.
But also, if you just want to come and people watch, touch and have like a bachelor-themed drink, or maybe you're a closet Bachelor fan and you know all the trivia. You can come play Bachelor trivia with us. It is a blast. It starts at 3 p.m. on July 20th. I know that's a little early, but you can also come right after work.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to do it, you guys.
And
it's
go to
so
Gordon
fun.
Beers, too, because they're having a big party up there with all kind of drinks.
Yeah, special rosé-themed drinks and a trivia night. It's gonna. I mean, it's just going to be a hoot.
All right, don't go anywhere. We're coming back to talk more stuff with Britt in just a minute. All right, Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, our search for the best tie is back with 5 new spots you just have to try. But first, no experience necessary. Refined gets a behind-the-scenes look at a special summer camp helping kids explore new music and even come out of their shell. Seattle Refined will be right back. Welcome back to Seattle Refined in our special TGIF edition. With school out for summer, many parents, including myself, are looking for fun activities to keep our kiddos busy. And if they like music even just a little bit, our sponsor, Seattle Opera, offers a camp that just might be the perfect match.
Da, 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 looking, da, da.
It's been quite a week for dozens of kids, from kindergarten to high school, who spent their days learning music and choreography from the pros from Seattle Opera.
They each do something a little different, more kind of age appropriate, but ultimately it's all about fun. Hopefully they're all fostering new relationships, they're all making new friends, they're all exploring new music, learning new things about the world of opera, that it's fun, it can be wild and crazy, and not so scary. We have those kids that have never explored music or even the world of opera, and then all the way up to those that are getting ready to probably explore it as music majors. They were just handed the music right when they walked in the door Monday, and I'm shocked. They're already memorized. And what I love seeing is that I see different kids, like I see their voice come out, and that's what we want. I don't want to see what they think they're supposed to be. I want to see them having fun, being themselves, engaging in music, and making new friends.
For a lot of the campers, this program stretches them in ways they didn't expect.
Okay, let's try it that you don't do it at the same time, that you come in on her gypsy charm.
I really like the community here, because everybody is really friendly and really outgoing, and as a shyer person, that's really helpful for me to try and come out of my shell a little bit.
I think it's kind of difficult just to be like singing while you're trying to move. It's just hard for me because it's difficult for me to like multitask, but it's really fun and I love learning like new things.
For kids looking to expand their opera experience beyond summer, the Youth Opera Project launches this fall.
We're doing a full youth opera from beginning to end. It will involve all youth. It can be, once again, we want those kids that don't know anything about opera to all the way those that love it and want to make it a career.
Me, 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 me. To learn more about Seattle Opera camps and the launch of the Youth Opera Projects this fall, just head to our website, seattlerefined.com. For the record, I cannot sing. There is still more refined ahead, including the best spot to pitch your tent and crack open a cold one. Plus, popsicles, everybody. The easy recipes that will have you making your own in no time. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Garth Swanson, and guess who's back? It's Britt Thorson. Here we go. So what is going on this weekend? Tell me something fun to do.
Well, camping. I don't know if you're a big camper or not, but Seattle loves camping, and it can be a little bit intimidating trying to choose a place to camp when you're kind of trying to get out and do something fun on the weekend. You want it to be out there, but you don't want it to be too out there. We've got a list up right now on the website of the 5 best places we think you should go and try and camp this summer. Now, I'm just going to give you one of them. I know I'm a little bit of a tease. Spencer Spit State Park. It's on Lopez Island. Do a nice ferry ride. Get over there. It's a little bit less touristy than other places. You're not going to want to miss it. Also, 4 other options for you, but you're going to have to go on the website to find them out.
And you know, I've been in this market for 25 years. There is always something to do when it comes to camping.
Yeah.
There's so many beautiful spots you can go to.
And we're so lucky because, you know, in some other places, I think maybe there's 1 or 2 places you can go, and that's where everyone's going to camp.
Yeah.
And in here, it's like you turn the corner, and there's another cool place you can really camp, right?
All right, give me some showering rama right now. That's my favorite Thai food.
That's your favorite Thai food?
I want some showering rama.
Thai food is one of my favorite foods too, and we have another top 5 up on the website right now, the 5 best places to get Thai food in Seattle. Now, we understand that these are just our favorites, and if you have favorites that we missed out, we really want to know. We don't know everything. I'll be the first to admit it. So send us a note, let us know.
Great.
But for now, see things like best Thai to have with a cocktail, best Thai food with the use of spice, and best Thai food with the most intriguing menu.
You know, and I like Thai food because you can eat a bunch of it, and then after an hour or 2, you're kind of hungry again. So you can go for round 2.
So what you look for in a meal is like food that you can stuff your face with and then eat more later on?
But if you eat a good burger, you're kind of stuck for 6 or 7 hours. But Thai food, you could eat it all day.
More swimming rama, please. You're ridiculous.
All right, what's going on with this do-it-yourself popsicle
I was going to say, don't have that second bowl of Thai food. Instead, make yourself a popsicle. So we're a big fan of a lot of local places that are serving popsicles. But one of the things I remember growing up is my mom used to make us homemade popsicles.
Really?
And they were nothing like these. I love you, Mom, but she basically just poured juice into a container. But we've got a list up of if you're feeling like you want to do it yourself and make some fun popsicles, you don't just have to pour fruit juice in a container anymore. There are some outstanding recipes out there. There's one even that has a little bit of granola into it too. I don't know. It looks pretty good.
Those look great. The
I
lime.
know.
Oh,
so
man.
try it. We've got all the recipes up online right now, and give it a shot over the weekend and tell us what you think.
Yeah, so from popsicles to ice cream we go, and I'm more of an ice cream guy, I have to admit.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So it is National Ice Cream Month. So this is your time to shine.
And there's so many great spots to
There
get.
are. I mean, going back to kind of the best cool treat on a hot day, this should tell you something about Seattle. 2 of the 3 final nominees are actually ice cream shops. We've got so many shops here in Seattle, but it really doesn't matter where you're getting your ice cream as long as you're getting it. I sometimes even just go to the McDonald's right outside, like on the way home from work, just get a nice soft serve. I mean, I know that's probably the worst thing you should say. Sweet Lowe's is much better than McDonald's, but sometimes you just need a soft serve cone.
There you go. All right, from the cream of the crop there to the cream of the crop on the football field, what's going on with Cam Chancellor?
I see what you did there.
The best linebacker around.
Bam Bam Cam is a married man, guys. Last weekend, he tied the knot with his fiancée, Tiffany. Look at them. They're so beautiful. They've been posting photos this whole week. And here's the coolest thing. The original Legion of Boom was there.
Look at those guys.
That's Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, and Brandon Browner were all there at Terranea Resort in Ranchos Palos Verdes to celebrate the union. And Cam is always so well dressed. He's got a clothing line and everything. So he and his bride were just beautiful. Check out his Instagram and our website. We've got all of the photos up from that beautiful wedding. And congrats to the happy couple. I hope you get a little bit of a honeymoon before you have to make it back to training camp,
and
right?
Cam does shoes too, right?
He does shoes.
Yeah.
He does it all. I mean, really. I mean, I feel like whenever I see him, and I don't see him that often, but when I do, I'm always just like male model in the building.
And he didn't wear his cleats to the wedding, right? No, he wore.
No, he wore his other shoes. I think that's probably like a no-no, stomping down the aisle. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, Britt Thorson, thank you so much.
Thanks, Guard. Have a great weekend.
You always have your ear to the ground on what's cool happening here in the Emerald City. All right, Seattle Refined will be right back right after this. Here at Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@seattlerefined.com. Oh, I love that song. Welcome back to Seattle Refined. We want to send you and a friend to see the incomparable Gladys Knight and the R&B legends, the OJs, in concert. It's all happening next Thursday, July 20th at the Tulalip Amphitheater at the Tulalip Resort Casino. Just head to seattlerefined.com/contest and enter your chance to win a free pair of tickets. Oh man, I just love Gladys Knight. All right, we're about finished with this episode of Seattle Refined, and as we end the show, here are some of our favorite photos and moments of the week. Have a great Friday and a weekend, everyone.